So, what are we? What is TAMU Datathon? So, as many of you guys might know, we're a hackathon here. We basically focus a little more on data science, so that's like AI, machine learning, all that kind of stuff. And we host two main competitions. Our big one is in the fall. That's the Datathon that maybe you guys have been to. And we host a small one coming up this spring, which is sort of more beginner focused for anybody who doesn't really know anything about ML or who's trying to get into it, or maybe they don't even know how to code, that kind of stuff. Generally, for our large one, we get about 500 plus participants, and for our mini D, it's usually about 200. They're organizing it. So here's just a quick picture of all of our organizers. We do a lot of stuff just outside of the event as well. Everyone's like a big group of friends. So if you guys join, you guys get to be in that group of friends. Woo! So we're gonna go ahead and start our little sub-team introduction.
Hi everyone, my name is Malika. I'm the logistics lead. Basically what logistics does is plan the whole event. We basically create the run of show, which is going to be the schedule for the day of the event, and then all the little details that go in between, which is going to be like catering food. So will research which vendors are going to be like the best options, right, for the event. And then obviously we're going to have multiple different options, and we need to research them to where it fits like everyone's dietary needs. On top of that, we also manage the finances. So the budget for the whole event, basically the budget for like whatever theme that we end up doing, as well as the prizes and the food, and then the venue, and then like we set up the venue the day of as well. It's just a lot of planning and organizing. So if you're good with that, I would definitely recommend joining logistics. We also order all the t-shirts and stickers that go with the event. And then like the hoodies for our organizers as well. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask at the end of this informational. Thank you.
Hey everyone, my name is Timothy. I am the outreach director for this year. And so I'm telling you a little bit about outreach. So our job as a sub team is to secure sponsorships as well as assist current sponsors with various tasks, such as the resume banks or other such things. And then most importantly, we are the day of contact for representatives. So whenever companies fly in from wherever they're coming from, when they come to Big Datathon, we'll be there. We'll be helping them out with whether they need some new tables or like to interview people. If they need a separate room, we handle all of the point of contact for that. And so a little bit of the day-to-day of what we do is most days we're going to be reaching out to alumni for recommendations for us for their companies. And so that's just telling them a little bit about what we do and see if they want to support another A&M organization, just reaching out to them. We'll also be connecting with new company representatives on LinkedIn. So just reaching out, try to see who's interested in sponsoring. And then finally, we're going to be following up with current or previous sponsors and helping them out with tasks like the resume bank or guiding through the current sponsorship package. So all of that is involved with outreach. And if that sounds interesting to you, please join. One last note. We're welcome to all majors. So if you enjoy meeting new people and making connections, outreach is like for you. You don't have to have a CS background. You could be a business major. You could just be someone who's really friendly and open to talk. And that's all you need to join. And yeah, these relationships do go places. I know previously Jonathan said that in the last informational, he said that by keeping in contact with the Capital One representatives, they let him get referred for his internship. So just those connections with these company representatives are really impactful and they really do reach a long way. So if you're interested, please join.
All right, hello. I am not the design lead. That is Kelsey, but unfortunately she couldn't make it. I think it's not an Overwatch tournament this time. I think it's just a class. But I'm just going to quickly talk about what design does. So design really gives the feel for what Datathon is. So for example, our last Datathon was Y2K themed, and as you can see, we kind of have all these little logos and stickers in our shirts, and that's kind of all they design. So if you join design, you're working with creating shirts, you're working with creating stickers, you're working with creating this really pretty slide deck that we're using, creating all of our campaign and marketing materials. and any extra stuff that we want to work with. This year, we're really looking into getting more creative with the kind of merch that we give. So it's a really good time to join design if you just want to like try things out and whatnot. Also, if you are terminally online, you spend like, I don't know, your phone screen time is like 12 hours a day or something. You got that brain rot, we're looking for you too, because they also manage our social media. So if you understand the trends and all that kind of stuff, you should definitely join design.
Hello, I'm Cameron. I'm the dev lead. So my camera's not working. It's cooked right now. But for the most part, our top priority is the website. So as you know, if you were here last year, we made all of the website, and it was more of a Y2K theme. So whatever theme we get, we kind of make any software that goes behind it. So that kind of includes applications, emailing services, as well as tracking and analyzing some statistics for the event. And then a lot of the stuff that we use is pretty unique because we do all of our stuff, we host all of our stuff in-house, as well as we use a lot of open source software that are enterprise level. So if you're really interested in programming, all we really need, the probably baseline is probably a little bit of React experience, but everything else we can teach you.
Hi guys, my name's Rashab and I'm the current challenges lead. So for those of you who may not be familiar with what the challenges team does, during the day of the datathon itself, participants will be like participating in various data science and analytics challenges ranging from beginner to advanced. And it is the challenges team's job to formulate these challenges in a way that it's fair for the participant, but it's also challenging enough to where we have a good event. I like to think of challenges as like the spine of the Datathon. I feel like it's a really important team. And besides making the challenges, we also work with sponsors to have them create their own challenges. So, for example, we had Baker Hughes come to our last Datathon, and we worked with them very closely in order to help elevate their challenge to a way where it's ready for participants to compete in it. Uh, like Timothy said, Challenges is also looking for all majors, not just computer science majors. We are open to very diverse minds. So regardless of if you're a computer science or technology adjacent, or even if you're statistics or business, we are open to you. So please don't hesitate and join to apply to challenges. Thank you.
All right, yeah, that is kind of like a quick rundown of what each team is looking for. Regarding applications and whatnot, most of our announcements go out on Discord. So I'm gonna leave this open for a quick second. If you guys could go ahead and scan it if you're not on the Discord already. I'll give y'all like 30, 40 seconds or something. Okay. This is the application link. Again, I'm going to leave this up for a quick 10, 15 seconds. You can also find this within our Discord or on our website. So yeah, just go ahead and scan this if you haven't already. Our applications are due on Valentine's Day, February 14th. If you have a date, you should probably do it the day before. And yeah, the faster you can get this in, please make sure that you get this in as soon as possible, because I wouldn't say it's fully on a rolling basis, but obviously the sooner that you get it in, the higher you're on the list. And so it's much easier for you to get into the team. So if you're really interested, please get this in as soon as possible. Don't wait until the last day. I think I talked long enough, so I'm going to continue. And yes, and finally, this is our sign up link. This is just so we can see who is at these events. It will help your application, just because we kind of know that you are interested and that you're willing to come to this sort of thing. So please go ahead and sign up for this. This is going to be our last slide, so I'm just going to leave it up. Thank you guys a lot for coming. We're going to be open for a couple more minutes, as long as you guys need, just so you guys can ask any questions or anything like that. So if you do have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat, or just say it. Just go ahead and unmute yourself and talk.
I had a question about outreach specifically.
Yeah, what's up?
So what do you think makes a strong application for outreach?
Hmm. I'd say definitely if you have previous experience just talking with companies, whether it's simply like, oh, you've just reached out to recruiters before, you've like handled some sort of similar thing for other organizations, like anything that shows that you know how to format an email, you know how to talk professionally. Even if you take your English 210, like and you're talking about professional writing. If you include that, that's like it can help your application because it just shows you kind of know what you're talking about. Other than that, also teamwork, right? We're gonna have to work in a team, and I can't handle everything alone. I'm gonna be delegating a lot of tasks to whoever's out outreach. So if it's something like being able to handle your own projects and not necessarily being completely like autonomous, but just every so often checking in, checking base, but being able to work on your own projects like that, that would be really helpful to put on your resume. Yeah. Or your application. Yeah.
Yeah, adding on to that, I think outreach is one of those teams where during the interview, it's really important that you come off as like a people person and whatnot. Because a lot of outreach, I was part of it previously. It's just talking with people. It's making those connections. It's making sure that the sponsors feel welcome, that they feel like, oh, you're a friendly face that they can talk to. So during your interview as well, just make sure you come off as friendly. You're not like super. I don't know how to put it, but basically, just make sure that you come off as very very friendly. That's something that can really really set you apart. Just having that kind of people person personality.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. If anyone else has any questions, please feel free to speak up as well. Our president just went ahead and put a link tree in the chat as well. If you guys missed any of the links, you can click on that and it'll send you to everything. Yes, I believe someone put a question in the chat. Cameron, if you can go ahead and take care of that one.
Yeah, if you don't have a huge technical background, our bare minimum is really React, but that doesn't make your entire application. It's also making sure that you are able to have that teamwork. We want to see people that work in several teams, so like 3 to 4. Make sure you mention that, as well as if you're really interested in other things aside from just web development, we do serve those kind of things also. So. Don't be afraid to just show that you have other projects, not just web development projects.
Yeah, and just to add on to that, for a kill, yeah. So, for challenges, even though you don't have a good technical background, like you've stated, I still feel that we're looking for diverse minds first and foremost for the challenges team, just because we want to appeal and create our challenges to serve a multitude of people, not just people that have a technical background relating to computer science and programming. So, like I previously stated, even if you are like a business student or a statistics student, I still feel that your presence would be much needed and wanted in the challenges team. So uh, if you want to improve your application despite not having a technical background, just make it very clear how you work with data in a way that may not be technical and show some sort of expertise in that sense, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, Warren, I'll go ahead and answer your question. If you're interested in multiple teams, we allow everybody to choose up to 2 teams. I recommend that everybody pick 2 teams, even if you're only interested in one. The reason being that, let's say you get into your second choice. After this semester, you'd get in and we probably have about a month left. As long as you made good impact and it seems like you're knowledgeable, it's very easy to like switch within teams once you're inside of Datathon. Everyone's pretty chill about it. Assuming you have like some baseline knowledge that you can get because you're in those meetings with everybody and you're actually talking with them and whatnot. So if you're interested in, like you said, logistics and outreach, then yeah, it's a good idea just to like make your top choice, but make sure you include that second choice, no matter what it might be. Even if you're only like a little interested in it, it's better than not putting anything at all and then just not being considered at all. Hopefully that answers your question. If anyone else has any questions, I will say that if you ask questions, it does help your chances because we get to kind of like remember your name. And so it puts some reality to those resumes that we're looking through and whatnot. All right, it seems like everyone is good. If you guys do have any questions, maybe you weren't comfortable speaking out loud, or yeah, exactly, as Rashab is saying, please feel free to message us on Discord, put questions in the general chat. I'm normally offline, but I've tried to be more online just so anybody can reach out to me and whatnot. Reach out to anybody in the exec team, anybody in with any sort of handle, and yeah, just go ahead and message us your questions and we'll be happy to answer them, no matter, even if it's like 2 in the morning, somebody's probably awake. But okay, we're gonna go ahead and everything here. Thank you guys so much for coming. We really, really appreciate it, and we hope to see your applications come in. All right, bye-bye.